Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Now let's head into the ballpark for tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hendersonville, Tennessee for Ohio Valley League action between the Madisonville Miners and the first place Full Count Rhythm. Full Count won 16-3 in a blowout with a 9-run ninth inning yesterday up at Henderson. Madisonville Miners come in with an 0-7 record. They are ready to get off that schneid they've been sitting on for a while. They fell last night to the Paducah Chiefs 5-4. This is the second meeting between Madisonville and Full Count. Full Count traveled to Madisonville this past week and won 7-4 up in Madisonville, Kentucky. Umpires meeting with the head coaches. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Tim Reese, and it is time for our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Starting lineups. First for our visitors from Madisonville, with Ron Wilson might be listening in. Today he's a big Madisonville fan. Leading off for the Miners, Trent Prosperi will play left field. Jaden Hernandez is the DH. He hits second. Batting third, the second baseman, Casey Lowe. And Brock Maddox is the cleanup hitter playing third base. Caleb Braden out in right field batting fifth. Gussie Maynard playing first base batting sixth. Gabe Wilkie behind the plate. In the 7-hole, Tanner Wallace bats eighth and plays center field. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Ryan Mesa. And on the mound for the Miners, Jaden Hensley gets the start. It just says he's a pitcher. I don't know if he's a right-hander or a left-hander from Southwestern College, Decatur, Texas. He's one of several Texans on the Miners roster. Head coach in his first year with the Miners, Stephen McNett. He's assisted by Lincoln Hackham and Peyton Ramsey. The pitching coach, Riley McElfresh. They come in 0-7. They've played the most games. There is one other team, if I can find it, that has 7 games as well. Full Count, of course, only 5. Having one game that is suspended, another game with Fulton that is rained out, and we'll have to make that up later on in the season. Starting lineup for Josh Carman's Rhythm. Joel Chandler leading off, playing shortstop. Nathan Rowland in right field, batting second. Gabe Jenkins in the left, hitting third. Cleanup hitter is Bryson Hamilton. He's the DH. Batting fifth, playing second base, Kaysen Hill. First baseman is Edward McLeod, hitting sixth. Cam Suggs back at third base, batting seventh. Jay Fuller in the lineup tonight. He's in center field, batting eighth. And 2 games in a row for Jackson Zeller behind the plate. He hits ninth. He will catch. J.C. Myers, who gets his first outing of the year for the Rhythm, a returning player from last year's squad. 6'3", 200-pound right-hander. He's a rising junior looking for a place after Columbia State. He's from White House, Tennessee. Davidson Academy, as we will have our invocation followed by our national anthem. Chris Freeman will give it to John Smithson, who's the director of ministry, just off of mission trip in Nicaragua. And then we'll have a live version of a national anthem. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We won't be able to hear the invocation from here. So we'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to Absolute Wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Let's give a round of applause to Caitlin Woodmansey.
And now Chris Freeman says, play ball. Chris Freeman, our public address announcer here. In his first year as a member of the Rhythm section, he has been an honorary member a couple of times as he's filled in. I believe he filled in for Mark McDaniel in the first 4 years. Tim Ferguson was our PA man last year, and Chris Freeman also filled in as an official scorer. We have a stand-in tonight for our man Ken Stegall. Randy Holder is handling the game changer scorekeeping tonight, and glad to have him up here. Of course, Ava Dorn is the scoreboard operator. And my lovely wife is back, my partner, my director of the show tonight, my younger wife. She's younger than me. I mean, at some point in time, for a 3-week period, about 2 years younger, she is. It's good to have her back and feeling better. Not sure if she can handle two days in a row, so question is whether or not she can make 2 straight home games, but maybe we'll get prayed up at church tomorrow and be okay to come back. We'll be here to take on the Fulton Railroaders tomorrow, our first time to play the Railroaders. Let me finish up J.C. Myers' bio. Jay and Tina are his parents, and I saw Jay earlier. I assume Tina's here as well. Sisters Brittany, Alyssa, and Ashlyn. He's a sports management major. As I said, he's finished with his 2 years at Columbia State, looking for a new opportunity. 14 appearances this past year, 3 starts. He had a 6-0 record for the Chargers in the TCCAA. He had 1 save in 40 innings, struck out 44 batters. Overall ERA of 3.2 or 6.20, but his ERA in his last 3 appearances, which were all starts, 3.24, and he shut down for 5 innings. At the time, they were in the top 15, the Walter State Senators, in the conference tournament at Columbia State. 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, walked 5, struck out 4. That was back on May 8th, which was his last appearance on the mound. So he's gone almost a month between appearances. At 3-0 in those last 3 starts. So he has not lost a game this year for the Chargers, and last year for the Full Count Rhythm, he was 1-1 in 10 appearances, 12 innings on the mound, gave up 9 hits, struck out a dozen, had a 2.84 ERA. Looking for big things for J.C. Myers. And leading off, Trent Prosperi from Rose State, hometown Fort Worth, Texas. We are getting started just about on time. But then not. KT's checked in already. And a rain delay. First pitch delivered at 7:03. That's Central. Kenny Thomas, he's on Eastern time up there, and I guess he's in Pennsylvania. Where's he? Oh, he's in New Jersey. 7:03 strike. Swinging. J.C. Myers delivers another pitch right down the can, and this is a AAA autoglass foul ball. That gets out of play. And the count quickly 0-2 to the left fielder for the Miners. Game time temperature 83 degrees, feels like 86. Brought to you by Safeware. Thanks to Mike Harrell and the crew there for their support of Full Count Baseball. That's out to right field, but that's where Nathan Rowland is. Sometimes he's a catcher. Mostly he's an outfielder, and he makes the catch for out number 1. AT, the first coach ever for the Full Count Rhythm. Ron Wilson is listening in. In a rain delay, Kenny, the Williamsport Crosscutters. He's coaching, I believe it's his 3rd year now in the MLB Draft League. Probably got some players on that team. Might be able to get an at bat here at Full Count. I don't know if they got any pitching that we could use or not, but Mary Kate Separulo, not Keparulo, like the guy was calling Hudson yesterday at Henderson, is checked in on Facebook. Now understand Mimi's here at the ball game. Bidding has started on these Mission Night jerseys. Thanks to Todd Hunley and Linda Hunley, the owners of Chick-fil-A of Rivergate, for sponsoring our specialty jersey nights. All, I think 50 of them are to be bid. So pick out your favorite number. Put a big number down first, and people will leave you alone. I learned that over the years trying to bid against Trish Howard on my number 7. Is somebody going to go after number 7 and make me take my concentration and focus off of broadcasting? Ground ball on, let's get, I forgot. My wife doesn't handle the camera. Bad throw there by Kaysen Hill to allow Hernandez on. You might be having a problem on why is my YouTube not working. There it is. Now it's up and running. I think when I've got somebody sitting next to me, that's somebody's going to handle all of the equipment here. All I got to do is talk, but that's not the case. You missed that fly ball out to right field. I apologize. Nathan made an he did a Savannah Banana catch, just like Rack does out there, and we missed it. Sorry. Let's blame the broadcaster. How many errors do I have on the year already? A 1 count to Casey Lowe, the second baseman. Runner at first looked like he was headed, but he's not. Swing and a miss. Randy, that was an error on Kaysen Hill, the second baseman. Rhythm in the first 4 games did not commit an error, committed 4 in yesterday's game, and committed 1 here on the second batter. Got to tighten up, folks. Time to tighten up. Is that little Lucy? Hey, there goes our granddaughter right in front of us. Squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah, now we're distracted. Our cute little Lulu's here at the ball game, riding her scooter. Myers comes set. Hernandez not off of the pitch, and that breaking pitch curls right across the plate for ball 1. Wonder where that missed. It's a great time to talk about our umpires. Mark Messick behind the plate. Bryce McCallick, common spelling of McCallick, is the first base umpire. And brother Wayne Seeley out there currently in the middle of the diamond. He's the third base umpire. Long pause by Myers. And gets the slider on a makeup call, looked like there. That was in the left-handed batter's box for strike 3. That's a Corson fire and security. Strikeout for out number 2. Maddox steps to the plate. Brock, B-R-O-C. Don't give me a K. He's a hitter. He doesn't want to have a K in his name. Maddox, a right-handed hitter. Facing the right-hander, J.C. Myers, throwing another slider. A nice stop behind the plate by Jackson Zeller. Maddox 2 for 5 in that game up at Madisonville back on the last day of May. He hit the only home run of the game for Madisonville. Nathan Rowland throw over to first, and it's not handled by Edward McLeod, but Hernandez does an attempt dead down to second base. Nathan Rowland hit the first home run of the year for full count in that game. Edward McLeod had a double, and Charlie Bozeman a triple. Jay Fuller also had an extra base hit. It was a double. 3 home runs hit at Henderson yesterday, 2 by Charlie Bozeman. As the runner's taking off, and that is a hit by pitch. You want to run on me? I'm going to hit your batter. 2 runners now on. No stolen base. He tried, but Maddox is going to wear one there. Put runners at first and second. Gabi Perel's checked in. She's still rooting for full count rhythm. 3 years after her little boy last played, back in 2023. Levi Perel, I understand he's in the ballpark tonight with his college teammate, good friend Drew Robertson. Caroline Robertson is the assistant to Brooke Carmen. You need to ask who Brooke Carmen is. That's okay. She's the wife of Josh Carmen, the head coach and general manager. And pretty much anything that happens off the field, she is a part of. She runs Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm Baseball. So Caroline Robertson takes a load off during game days. Slider misses down. Caleb Braden at the plate with 2 out and 2 on. Nice night here at the ballpark. Got clouds blocking that sun that will get right into the face of the fans sitting on the third base side. Myers taking a long time out there. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get a pitch clock violation sometime tonight. Swing and a miss by Braden. Braden from Dodge City Community College, hometown San Angelo, Texas. Ball 2 strikes to the left-handed hitting right fielder. Again, Myers taking a long time, and he hits another batter. It's like Coach on Cheers. I'm heading to first. 2 plunkings in the top of the first. Heather Robertson, Drew's mother, has checked in. She's the daughter of Nana from Naperville, one of our famous Nanas over the years. We might be quickly getting to a well-known Mimi here. She's checked in, I think, several times from Paris, Tennessee. All right, Jay Myers is saying something here. Top runs scored in an inning, according to chat, it was previously 8 in 2022. I posited that yesterday. That means I talked about it. That said, I don't think that's the most runs that the Rhythm has scored in an inning, but I'll have to go back and check. Scored 9 yesterday. AAA autoglass foul ball. Jay, I might have some of that information on my phone. I sat down one day and just started going back and looking all kinds of history like that. Then I think I just erased it off my phone. Bases loaded with minors here in the top of the first. Count now goes 1 ball and 1 strike. Here we go. Highest number of hits given up in a single game. Here we go. Let's see if it's on this one. Oh, okay. I'll fix that to half inning. Nearly another hit batter. Maybe I can fix that now. Oy. That didn't work. I'll fix it between innings. It's nothing to nothing. We're winning. Ooh, a strike caught at the knees. Wow. Fouled back. Why is that? I got to get my logos up there. All right, we'll see if that works. That's another hit batter. Third hit batter of the inning scores a run for the minors. That's 3 in a row. So it's an unearned run. Unearned run because the run that scored reached on an error. There's only been 3 hits in the inning. They've all been by J.C. Meyer, the Rhythm pitcher. This might be a little bit of rust, as it has been almost a month since he's faced batter on the field. There's a fastball. Chopped down to third base. Cam Suggs handles that in foul territory. Oh, we look good on there now. We had some technical difficulties to start. A good bit of scrambling on my part, and then one of those old V8 moments where you bang your head and say, oh, that's why that's not working. AAA autoglass foul ball over toward field number 4, and there's people on that one. Thank you for the heads up about our scoreboard. We'll take any and all help. Criticism, we don't really like. Help, we'll take. 0-2. How about a strikeout right here? Corson needs to be mentioned. There you go. Not quite a strikeout card played, but I'll take the Corson Fire and Security strikeout to end the inning. 1 run, it was unearned on no hits, 1 error, 3 runners left aboard. We're heading to the bottom of the first. We're just getting started here at Drakes Creek number 3. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This is Eli Reese. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
Jake Fuller.
Job, little Eli. You know, we heard him had memorized today, we found out. That little guy, 6.5 years old, he's got all 66 books of the Bible memorized in order. If you only had your microphone on, they could hear you if we turned that volume up. My wife had something to add to that. He learned that at Vacation Bible School. He went double duty at Vacation Bible School. Not only did he go to his own church's VBS, he slid on over to another church's VBS because he likes church. You know, he loves Jesus, been baptized, and he likes to do memory verses. I mean, when he started spouting out Amos and where we go, Obadiah, oh, I said, I can't help you now, bud. We are way past Grandpa's abilities here. I can get the first maybe 8 or 10. My wife can do a little bit better. That Old Testament. I might be able to get 75%, 80% of the New Testament going, but I mean, he slid right on through. Bottom of the first, down 1-0 here is big Jaden Hensley's on the mound. First pitch swinging. Joel Chandler grounds one to his counterpart, who throws on to first and retires Chandler. 1 pitch, 1 out. Ryan Mesa is the shortstop. He came in as a sub in that game up in Madisonville, came in at second base. Casey Lowe was the starting catcher in that game. Came out, he got hit by a pitch. I'm not sure. Then tried to steal second, was gunned down. That pitch to Roland right down the can, and he takes it. He didn't want to be 2 pitches and 2 outs. So he takes the fastball right down Broadway. Offers at the breaking pitch and fouls it toward his dugout. Jackson Goddard went 6 innings in the game. The 7-4 win against Madisonville. Incoming freshman to Belmont University. He might be on the bump tomorrow. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Rolling down on strikes. Quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring Gabe Jenkins to the plate. Gabe did not play in the game in Madisonville. He was not here. If he was not here, he must have been there. That's according to David Zeladon, missionary down in Nicaragua. Jenkins from VMI takes a called strike. His mom, Gina, emailed yesterday. Got some good intel right there. I read that email on the drive home and added it to my bio pages. Got an unusual occurrence in that family. Two brothers are married to two sisters. We got Greg and Gina. I believe it is, I didn't write it on the sheet I have here. I typed it into the one that I'll print off when our LSU Eunice boys get here and I get the intel. My recollection is Keith and Jennifer, also known as Juju, are the uncle and aunt. And wait a minute, he just rung him up on strike two. If that's strike three, then okay, there we go. Hey, I'm not the only one making mistakes here. Nobody left the field, so he figured he made a mistake. Now we got a Full Count Ministries full count. You got that on your scorebook, Suze? Ava's got it on her clock out there in right center field. Good thing is there's no actual clock there, is there? But there is somebody keeping time. 3-2's lined out to right field, coming on, but not handling is the right fielder in the throw to second, and that was not a smart play there by Gabe Jenkins. The ball did not roll away from Brandon very far. We're going hit, okay, and a 9-6 put out. I think Jenkins thought the ball got past the diving Caleb Braden farther than it did. He dove, but he couldn't handle it. Then he came up and threw to get Jenkins at second base, who tried to do the acrobatic jump over, but didn't get it done. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through one, and 1-0, Madisonville leads.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This is Eli Reese. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
That was live right there, wearing his Nicaragua jersey. Hey, wait a minute. He's got number 16 on the back of that. Jay Myers, you might want to bid on this jersey. Eli, how much you want to take for Jay Myers? He might want this because this is his boy's number out there. There's out there on the mound. What do you want? You want $250 for it? You want $250 for it? $250, Jay. $250 drives a hard bargain. He's got a good agent. Grandson Eli Reese is here. I saw Lucy earlier, and I assume Mom's not here, right? Your mom is here too? Wow. They're over there hanging with the Sandells. We got a new pitcher. J.C. Myers has come out of the game. Well, we weren't expecting that. Let's see if okay. Ball on a strike. Broken bat. Sounded like ground ball to second base. Hill throws on to McLeod for out number one.
Full count rhythm at the beginning of the inning. Left-hander number 15, Jack Smith. Now batting for Madison.
Jack Smith is our Hendersonville Firefighters Association. Call to the bullpen. JC just must not have been feeling good. Down the mound. I hope everything's okay. It was Tanner Wallace leading off. Grounded out to second for out number 1. Ryan Mesa, the number 9 hole hitter, stands in. Fouls that one over to right field. That will get over the bullpen where, for Madisonville, where there is somebody warming up already there. Ball and 2 strikes. That was a surprise. I think JC was the reason it took a little while for him to get his start was maybe working through some kinks or something, but something not working because I'm confident he would have thought he was going to go 5 or 6 innings today. Gives up 1 unearned run, 1 inning, no hits. One run, it was unearned, no walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 hit batters as he faced 7. Popped up out to left field, and the shortstop, Joel Chandler, going out to make the catch for out number 2. Is now little Lucy has shown up inside the press box. Who curled your hair? God did. God did it. That is the curly whirly. Is that mommy behind me? She thinks I'm an owl and I can turn my head all the way around. Wow. You are pregnant. I didn't know that. Due in less than 2 weeks now. Leadoff batter Trent Prosperi, who flew out to right field. You're going to look at all the pictures, Lou, in the program printed by Doodat Communications. Prosperi does not agree with that call. Count now goes 0-2. Fouled off to the right side, and that's a, what is that, Lucy? Is that a AAA autoglass foul ball? I need you to help me out with that. There goes E. There's little E right there. He's running after that one. He wants to get him a squishy ball from AAA autoglass. 0-2. Grounded right back up the middle. But that gets right through the wickets, and the first hit of the ball game for Madisonville. Looked like he was getting away, trying to get away from a snake. Henderson Flash hosting the Hoptown Hoppers. Fulton Railroaders hosting the Paducah Chiefs. Flash leading 5-4 over the Hoppers, and the Chiefs leading 4-3 over the Railroaders. That's down the right field line. It might be playable. Let's see if Roland can get over. It bounces in and then out of play. Another AAA autoglass foul ball.
Foul balls.
AAA autoglass. They can help you lots of states. Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, both Carolinas, Florida, and even New York, Texas, and Louisiana. Saturday night in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Jack Smith trying to get the final out here in the second inning. Jack's played at Southwest Tennessee Community College down in Memphis this past year. He and J.C. Myers were teammates at Davidson Academy here, local school in Nashville. Got 3 Davidson Academy Bears in the lineup now. Jack Smith, or that have played. Jack Smith and J.C. Myers and Cam Suggs down at third base. First base coach Nick Krupp is also a DA Bear. Runner jumped and then goes. That's a ground ball to second, nearly hits the runner. Hill throws on to first for the final out of the second. Good job to focus on the ground ball and not the runner. No runs, one hit, no errors. One runner was left on base. Headed to the bottom of the second. It's time for a full count to get some runs.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Come back. We got to come back. Yep. About ready to be a sergeant at arms here at Drakes Creek Park. Little guy out here throwing rocks out of the riprap road. Oh, pulled hammy. Bryson Hamilton, Kaysen Hill, Edward McLeod due up here to face Hensley. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Hamilton, another VMI cadet, 6'4", 230 pounds. He's the DH tonight. He's caught in his first game. Oops. Getting a little crowded. There's a line drive or ground ball right up the middle. A base hit for Hamilton. He's going to be content to stay at first base, though, unlike his VMI cadet teammate Gabe Jenkins. He knows his limitations. Okay. Need a little room here, E. Kind of crowd me, bud. We might need to get a second row back here to, you can get in the chair behind me, Eli, if you want. You can see a whole lot better. Kaysen Hill stands at the plate, one of the 3 Sanford Bulldogs. Big jump over at first base, but a nice hold by Hensley to keep Hamilton from popping off there. Kaysen is 5'11", 180 pounds, rising sophomore. Murfreesboro, Tennessee's his home. Middle Tennessee Christian is where he went to high school. Rounded foul to the third base dugout. Jimmy Gamboa, the third base coach tonight. Jonas Smithson is off on mission down to Nicaragua. Not sure who is all on that trip. I'm going to have to get some intel from folks. It's grounded to third. Over to second for 1 and on to first base as Hill beats out the throw. Hamilton is out 5-4 for out number 1. Brock Maddox delivers a nice feed to Casey Lowe, the second baseman. So Hill reaches on the fielder's choice. Edward McLeod stands in. He's the first baseman tonight. Played first and been the DH. Another Sanford Bulldog. McLeod playing in his 4th game of the year. He's got 3 hits as a throw over to first. Hill back in time. Hill 3 for 4 in stolen bases. Rhythm 8 for 11 were caught a couple times last night at Henderson. Breaking pitch tapped foul by Edward. He's got a double, 3 RBIs on the season. Another one of the defensive or offensive linemen on the rhythm. Another throw over. Hill's back. Hudson Separulo. Edward McLeod. Case and Youngblood. The 3 in the middle. Nathan Rowland, tight end. Drilled down the right field line, but it just gets out of play. And another AAA autoglass. Foul ball as some youngsters scurry after that. One is at top speed. Another one who's probably 5 years older. He's carrying a cup of water, looked like, as he was running down there. Chopped up the middle. Lowe can't get it, and neither can Mesa. Heading to third and getting in there safely is Hill. So single up the middle for Edward McLeod. 3 hits in the game for full count. And runners at the corners. Cam Suggs a couple of knocks in yesterday's game. He went 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. So after the game, we could have had 3 or try players of the game instead of 2 co-players of the game. Charlie Bozeman and Rylan Moses went off. There's a ground ball to short, and that's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play off the bat of Cam Suggs. A lot of ground balls up the middle so far in 2 innings, as Jaden Hensley has danced around 3 hits. We're through 2. 1-0. Madisonville leads. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Got the mission, the short-term missions guys that will be going or have gone to Nicaragua. That's Camden Angel first off, and Tanner Sandell. I think that's Drew Robertson in the middle. And not sure about the other 2, but the final guy was Todd Cox. All right, Eli, you still here? What'd you do with my? There it is, right there. I need this program. It helps me to talk. Todd Cox is the Director of Spiritual Growth, is what his title is. And he is here tonight. So apparently, I think he's been on one of these 3 mission trips that have gone or are down there now, but he might be heading down there. Have to get all the mission trips in June. For some reason, starting in July, the country of Nicaragua shuts down trips by Christian organizations. I don't know the answer. Nobody does. So, but normally we do 3 mission trips in June, 3 in July, but that got stopped last year. Adam Spates is the Alabama Region Director for Full Count down in the Birmingham area. Reed Glover, the Director of Operations and Engagement. Josh Carman, the Director of Full Count Baseball. Jonathan B. Smithson, Director of Full Count Ministries. Jack Smith back out on the mound for his 2nd inning. J.C. Myers, 1 inning, faced 7 batters. Apparently something happened. Out to Jay Fuller in right center field, who makes the catch off the bat of Casey Lowe as 3, 4, and 5 due up here for the Madisonville Miners. Lowe struck out looking the first time he came to the plate. Another one out to right center field. I don't know that anybody's going to get this one. It's going to get down and get to the wall off the bat of Brock Maddox. He got hit by a pitch first time, and he cruises in with a one-out double here in the third. That's the second hit for the Miners.
Now batting the right fielder for 23, Kate Brayton.
Henderson Flash now up 8-4 over the Hoppers. Caleb Braden also hit by a pitch in the first, steps to the plate. Smith hits that outside corner for a called strike. Rechecked back at second by Jack Smith, and he delivers it inside. Lefty on lefty matchup. Maddox out at second base from Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Not far from home. Hometown Benton, Arkansas. Mountain Home up in the northwest corner of Arkansas. Up by Wally World, Walmart. Up in, I think that's Bentonville. Benton may be just outside. Actually, Benton may be just outside of Little Rock. 2-1. Catches the outside corner. Bidding is going on these Missions Night specialty jerseys. Any number you want, go ahead and throw a bid on. Minimum bid is $50. Maximum bid is whatever you have in your IRA. Ground ball to the right side. I think that's going to be fair. Edward McLeod gloves. And steps on the base for out number 2. One year we also auctioned off 2 fire helmets, firemen's helmets. Who bought those? I believe, did Andrew Robertson buy those? A firefighter himself. No, he did not. John Paul Head's dad bought them. That's who bought them. Gave both of them to Andrew Robertson, who's a firefighter, because that's where John Paul Head was staying. He was staying with Andrew and Autumn Robertson. I may be wrong, but you can check me on that. But at least one of them's in the full count headquarters office. 1-0 drilled out the left center field. This may be trouble. Gabe Jenkins on the run. He's not going to get to that one. One run will score, and that's the second double of the inning. Gussie Maynard drives one opposite field. Left center. Out to the Country Hills Golf Course sign in left center field. Got a Brewster's Ice Cream sign out there. United Machine and Tool. Meat Sweats Texas Barbecue sign out there as well. 2-0. Madisonville leads. Gabe Wilkie struck out to end the first. Steps in with a runner at second and 2 outs. Jack Smith with the faux pickoff attempt, and they say, no, we're not going for that one, Jax. That is a disengagement. Not familiar with college baseball. You're only allowed to step off the rubber once per batter, and sometimes they'll try to act like, no, I was trying to picked that guy off. Wilkie looks and sees a pitch go high. From Lincoln Trail College. It's a community college. Let's say it's in Illinois. It's probably part of the GRAC, the Great Rivers Athletic Conference. He's from Evansville, Indiana. Sometimes I just throw stuff out there to see what sticks. If I'm wrong on something, feel free to fact check me. Missy Lozano, Jackson Goddard's mother, has bid $50 on number 37. Who likes number 37? Get into a bidding war with the young man's mother. That's somebody yelled at me for doing that when I was bidding on number 7 for Carson Howard. Trish Howard was bidding on number 7. I think it was Trish Lamar that said, "You do know that's his mother, right?" I said, "I do know it." Go see how much money the old Howards have down there in Pack Road, Alabama. Tanner Wallace grounded out to second. Had to play with 2 on and 2 out, and he pops this one up into shallow center field. Jay Fuller's got a glove on his right hand, and he knows how to use it. Makes the catch to end the inning. But the Miners, the Miners's, not the young people, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Miners trying to get their first victory of the year, lead 2-0.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
We hear this song, everybody knows who's coming to the plate now. You playing it early. Chris Freeman playing Careless Whisper early for Jay Fuller. Fuller, Jackson Zeller, Joel Chandler. If your name ends in an ER and you're in the lineup, you're due up this inning. Fuller, Zeller, Chandler. Question is there another player on the Rhythm roster that ends in an ER? Anybody? Go. I am not Rogers, Landon Rogers, who happens to be number 7. He's going to have to come up with $101 for if he wants number 7 tonight. Big money coming out of the old Reese House bank account. Jay takes a look at a changeup that's in there for a called strike. Grounded. Cam Suggs grounded a double play to end the second. Rhythm had 2 hits in that inning. Fuller does not offer at that changeup. Back-to-back changeups by Jaden Hensley. Jay playing in his 4th game of the year. He's got a double and a big swing there. Comes up empty. 1 RBI. Walked 3 times. Also been plunked once. couple new players might be here tomorrow. I'm not sure if they'll be here in time for the game. There's a ground ball right back up the middle and gets under the glove of Mesa. Down to first base goes Fuller.
Now batting the catcher, number
Jay Fuller credited with an infield single. Now Jackson Zeller comes to the plate. Zeller got the start last night up at Henderson, and he's got family in town, so Josh Carman put him right back in there. Zeller went 2 for 4 in yesterday's game, drove in 2 runs, had a double. Also walked. Throw over to first. Fuller just back in time. Zeller's 5'11", 185 pounds. He's in the portal. Transferring away from Chattanooga State. He's from Knoxville, went to Farragut High School. Son of Richard and Amanda. Nearly hit with that pitch that dove into his body. Got a brother Colton, got a grandpa and a grandma in Dallas, Texas, and another set of grandparents. He calls them grandpa and grandma in Knoxville. See if Fuller gets a big hop. He does not take off, and the breaking pitch whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. Four hits in the first 8 batters, but full count cannot push a run across. Throw over. I was writing on my score sheet. He's back. Trust me. Did not complete that second inning on my score. There's the big hop and the jump and a slow roller on a jam shot to third. Throw over to first. Maddox to Maynard retires Zeller. No stolen base for Fuller, but he's at second. Works just like a sacrifice bunt, but it's an 0 for 1 for Jackson Zeller.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Joel Check.
Looking for that Framework Athletics first run of the game. Nobody chatting on YouTube. Got 60 people watching on YouTube, but nobody chatting. Fuller with another hop, and that's dropped into right field. That's down for a base hit of the bat of Chandler, rounding third and heading for home is Fuller. The tag is not in time. Fuller got around it. The tag by Gabe Wilkie. Looked like the throw beat him, but I'm not sure if Wilkie didn't know that he was actually coming or not. Give Joel Chandler an RBI single and give him now a 6-game hitting streak. He extends his streak. He's got a hit in every game this year for the Rhythm. Came in hitting .444. That's his 9th hit of the year. Leads the club. Nathan Rowland looks at a called strike right down central. Rylan Moses in the game that's suspended, I believe, had at least 1 hit, because he's the answer to the trivia question of who got the first hit of the year. Popped up on the right side. Caleb Braden, the right fielder, makes the catch. One right fielder retires another for out number 2. There is the Framework Athletics first run of the game, scored by Jay Fuller. Thanks to Framework Athletics for allowing the team to use their facility. It's batting cages over there, get their workouts in, which is very convenient because it's right next door to Full Count headquarters. Gabe Jenkins takes a pitch low and away for ball 1. He singled into right field, a line drive that Caleb Braden, the right fielder, dove for. Couldn't come up with it. I'm assuming Jenkins thought the ball got farther away from the right fielder. He took off to second. And Braden retrieved the baseball and threw to second. And Jenkins had to try to do a Houdini move. But Ryan Mesa, the shortstop, was able to make the tag before his full and complete somersault was completed. Breaking pitch misses somewhere. And the count goes 3 balls and no strikes. Hensley will step off the mound and collect his thoughts. Big day in college baseball today. 8 games going on around the country. 3 of them in the state of Alabama. Auburn, Alabama, and Troy. Several of those games have already been completed. I believe West Virginia is headed to the World Series. They were smashing Cal Poly in Game 2. Jenkins looks at a called strike. We have a Full Count Ministries full count. The VMI Keydette. If you're going to go looking for him in Mechanicsville, Virginia, you're not going to find him there anymore. His family's moved to Urbana. Sorry, gave it away. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. Jenkins down, swinging to end the third. Full count cuts into the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We are through 3. We're scheduled for 9. It's 2-1 Madisonville.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese and Susan Reese, my lovely wife, directing today's broadcast. This is I believe the 3rd home game we've had. You've made 2 out of the 3. That's pretty good. I mean, if you're not here, though, you don't get paid. You know, you missed out on Chick-fil-A Rivergate sandwich last time. Who's our meal sponsor tonight, Chris? Do you know? Meat Sweats again. I mean, if you can't get you some Christian chicken, get you some Texas barbecue. Old Martin over the Meat Sweats. Ryan Mesa, Trent Prosperi, Jaden Hernandez to face Jax Smith. Jax with an X. He's not playing Jax. That's his name, too. That's lifted out the right field. On the line, over his roll in, almost overran it. Has to reach back to make the catch. Just on the other side of the shed, we could see. For out number 1, I believe he was in foul territory. And Ryan Mesa is now 0 for 2. Prosperi steps to the plate, the leadoff batter. Prosperi. Get your bidding in, folks. It's a fundraiser. Trying to raise money for missions. Sometimes these young men don't have the funds to pay to go on mission. It's not cheap. I'm not sure what the price is these days. I've been down to Nicaragua 5 times. My wife's been once. It's out to right center field. Jay Fuller will amble on over to the gap and retire Prosperi. Jack Smith in his third inning of relief of J.C. Myers, Juan Carlos Myers. That's my name for him. I bet you Jay Myers, his dad, knows what his JC stands for. He's in the stands. Or sometimes research assistant. I don't know where I have all that information. I did that one time. Jay, I think I actually just recently deleted it off my phone thinking nobody wants to hear about that. Another pop-up into shallow right field. Out goes Kaysen Hill. He makes the catch, and there's your first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. Jack Smith delivers. 3 up, 3 down as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Ava Dorn. She's got some personality. She's pretty funny. You give her a chore, and she gets it done. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fourth after this break.
This is Eli Reese. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
With Tim Reese. And turn around right now.
Bryson Hamilton, Kaysen Hill, Edward McLeod leading off the fourth. Just as happened in the second inning. Hamilton singled but was erased on a fielder's choice in that second inning. Rhythm scored their run in the third. Madisonville scored an unearned run in the first and an earned run in the third. Lead 2-1. Not right now. We're already into the ball game. You have to wait. Bryson staying with Gabe Jenkins at the home of Todd and Linda Hunley. No longer an economics and business major. He's going for international studies. When I met him and he told me he was going to be international studies, I said, well, how about we do country capitals for $500? Suze, I gave him Egypt. What's the capital of Egypt? You know what he gave me? He gave me crickets. Oh, hit that one out of the park right there, Bryson. He gave me crickets. He did tell me that his high school is not pronounced Murray like we pronounce Murray County, Maury. Here's little Lou. It's Maury County. Fouled off the screen. From Norfolk, Virginia. Stephen Ardito, our Anchor Transportation bus driver. He's down at CMA Fest. I was about to say Pig Fest. CMA Fest going on in downtown Nashville. Another foul ball, and the count remains 0-2.
Capital of Egypt.
Zach Williams. That's what we need. We need him doing Trivia Pursuit. Another ground ball hard down the third base line, but it's foul.
That's another AAA out-glass foul ball. That hit your windshield, don't worry.
He said Giza? I've never even heard of a town named Giza. My wife had it. Cairo. You know, he was even asking, Bryson was even asking for help from teammates, and they had blank stares. So what are you learning down there? That's down the line, and that's fair. Into the corner, we can't see it. We're going to use context clues. Bryson Hamilton Cruz is into second base with a leadoff dude at double here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 for 2 is Hamilton. He gets to stay. Hey, Bryson, you're safe. You can stay there. He's coming to throw off his armor. Don't think that's the armor of God he's handing off. 2 for 2 is Bryson Hamilton, and he's in line for he's halfway to a natural cycle. I think that's head coach Stephen McNett out of the dugout to have a chat about something. I'm not sure if it had something to do with where that ball went down that left field corner or not. But nothing's changed. Kason Hill stands in with a runner at second, nobody out. Tying run at second base. Don't get greedy. Slow breaking pitch. Parachutes over the inside corner. The umpire calls him a strike. What country is the city Giza in, Zach? Give us a little. Come on, take it. Take it like a man. We got ice. So it is Juan Carlos. John Charles. His Hispanic name, J.C. Myers. Look at that, Juan Carlos, a.k.a. John Charles. I'm telling you, these VMI guys, they want to take bases, don't they? Timeout called at the plate. Kason Hill said, I'm tired of seeing all that mess out there. He asked for time. This umpire does not write it down in his little book, though. I've seen several times the home plate umpire is making note of that. I don't know if he checks it twice, but they do write something down. Hill reached on a fielder's choice in the second. The 1-1 is low and outside. Trent Prosperi is the left fielder for the Miners. Tanner Wallace in center. Caleb Braden in right. Brock Maddox down at third base. Ryan Mesa is at short. Casey Lowe second. Gussie. Don't call me Augustus. Maynard is at first base. Gabe Wilkie behind the plate catching Jaden Hensley. There's a slowly hit ground ball that had to be dodged. They're going to go to third base. And the lead runner, Hamilton, is out. And again, Hill's going to reach on the fielder's choice. Hamilton is kind of in no man's land, but that is not a hit, Ava, not a hit. It is. He was far enough off of second base. I think he thought that he was kind of hung out to dry. Decided to try to beat the throw out, but Mesa goes to third to retire Hamilton. So now one out and a runner's at first base. Edward McLeod at the plate. He grounded a single right up the middle. Hey, there's our favorite son. Hey, Lucy, you know what holiday's coming up here soon? Father's Day. Do you have a father? You don't have a father? Do you have a daddy? Yeah. Throw over to first. He's right there, too, isn't he? He's pretty tall, isn't he? Is he tall for his height? Grandpa's just short for my weight. That's what the problem is for me. Edward McLeod from Sanford chops one foul. McLeod, the son of Ed and Katie McLeod from Mobile, Alabama. Hello to B and Cookie. They're down in Mobile. Papa and Mimi are in Baton Rouge. Runner takes off, pitches a ball. Throw down to second is not in time. Kason Hill under the tag for a century steal of second base. Now It's as though it never happened. The force play or the tag play at third base. Got that runner back at second in scoring position, but now with one out, Cam Suggs is on deck. Swing and a miss by Edward. Whoops. Apparently that's strike three. Did he call that? What'd you have, Randy? Well, he sure didn't. He sure did not indicate it with his hand. I was watching him the whole time. Well, swing and a miss, strikeout. So a phantom strike call in that at bat. Looked like a pretty decent pitch, actually. So not surprised. Slow tapper down the first base line. Hensley's going to take his time and flip to Maynard for out number 3. Down to third base there, Chris. That's where he ended it. I have not called first base, third base yet. No runs, 1 hit in the inning. No errors, 1 runner left on base. We are through 4, and Madisonville leads 2-1.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This is Eli Reese. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
Little E up in the press box. He's a sometimes member of the rhythm section up here in the press box. All right. All right, we'll see you guys later. All right. Got to get extricated from my headset here. Get turned around. Got a special guest up here. How you doing, buddy? All righty. What inning we in? We're in the top of the 5th inning. Levi Perrell has joined us up here. Matter of fact, hey, let's just get you on the air. You like to talk, don't you? There you go. There you go. You can sit in that chair or whatever right there. Drew Robertson is you leaving? You got things to do? You want to get some nachos? Okay. Dang, Levi, I can't believe he left you like that. Let me turn you up. My wife wears that headset, but she doesn't like to talk. So there you go. Say hi to your mommy.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Is your dad listening too with your mom, you think?
Yeah, they're probably in the living room.
Okay. Grounded to third, deep in the hole. Throw to first. Dug out of there by Edward McLeod. What a play right there by Cam Suggs and Edward McLeod on Casey Lowe. So we got all kinds of things happening here, Levi. We have a Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. Chase Clater. He's got a number. Let's see if I can find it. Ava, what did you say his number is? There we go. Facing Brock Maddox, who has a double and scored one of the 2 runs. They put a star by those plays there by both Cam Suggs and Edward McLeod. Let's get our Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen as well before we visit here with Levi Perrell, all the way up here from South Carolina. And a hit batter.
North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just like I said, North Carolina. You play college baseball in South Carolina?
No, I was at Catawba.
Catawba's in North?
Yes, sir.
I've been thinking.
Salisbury.
I always think you're in South Carolina. So Chase Clater plunks the 4th minor of the game. Caleb Braden fouls one off. All right, 6'2", 185 pounds. He's from Bowling Green State University, rising junior. But he's hometown just outside of Nashville here, called Nolensville. He went to Nolensville High School. Sports management major. That's a fastball in the outside corner. He's ahead 0-2. Son of Scott and Tiffany Clater, brother to Aiden and Wyatt. He's got a grampy in Tampa, Florida, and a grandpa and a grandma in New Jersey up there where KT is, Kenny Thomas. New Jersey Shore. Just a bit outside, my wife says. And that results in Clater on for his second appearance in a Rhythm uniform. 1 inning, giving up 2 hits, 2 runs. Walked a couple as well. That ball's hit high and deep to right field. I don't think it's going to be fair, though. It is pulled foul. And as dark as our window tint is here, it's hard to see if that ball stayed in the field of play. I'm guessing it didn't, because the same 2 kids are running after it down that right field line. A AAA autoglass, foul ball. All right. Is it, wow, Giza is an old city. Oh, outside of Cairo. Well, Zach Williams has never been to Egypt, so he pulled something up. 1-2 pitch. That's lined softly out the left field. That will get down for a base hit off the bat of Braden. Seemed like that was right off the end of the bat. He's now 1 for 2. All right, we got Levi Perrell on a headset with us. Levi played 2 years for the Full Count Rhythm, 22 and 23, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Levi, tell the people a little bit about yourself and start at the very beginning.
I'm from Winston-Salem.
And what state's that in?
North Carolina.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's nothing South Carolina about you, is there?
No.
Okay.
No. But
and you're from Winston-Salem. Your mom and dad are go ahead.
Andy and Gabby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perrell.
Grew up in that area in Winston. And then I went to Catawba College.
In Salisbury, North Carolina, where they make all the steaks.
No, it's actually Cheerwine.
It's true.
Cheerwine's where it's coming from.
Oh.
I don't know if the Salisbury steak is from there.
Well, that's just what Zach Williams said when he was the play-by-play guy. But, he's young and he doesn't really know stuff. Like, he doesn't know the capital of Egypt is Cairo. You knew that, though.
Mm-hmm.
You got your degree at Catawba,
yeah,
also known as Catawba College. What'd you get your degree in?
Business management.
And so you are managing what business now?
None. Not even using that degree. No.
You're just a ball player, weren't you? You just
well,
went there to play baseball.
Yep.
Somebody said, are you in like heating and air conditioning?
I am.
Okay.
I'm doing mechanical work, which really involves about everything, really.
Okay. So you got tools and probably drive a truck around?
I don't have a truck yet, but I do have a lot of tools.
Okay. 3-1 pitch, grounded, foul to the right side. 1 out, 2 on here in the top of the 5th inning. 3rd pitcher on for the Rhythm, Chase Clater. J.C. Myers went the 1st inning. Jack Smith the next 3. Smith gave up 1 run on 3 hits. Run was earned. Clater misses outside, and it's ball 4 on the Full Count Ministries full count. Hit batter, a single and a walk have loaded the bases.
Now batting the catcher,
visiting with Levi Perrell. We're going to extend our alumni spotlight today. Normally I do that in between innings, but since Levi's actually here in person, thought it'd be a great idea to have him come. And this segment brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. She does embroidering like the red R on my jersey. Did you ever get anything embroidered while you were here by Cindy?
No, I don't think I did. No.
Well, you missed out, bud.
Uh-huh.
You missed out. That was free for the rhythm people.
Huh. Yeah, I did miss out then.
You went over to Myers' front porch a few times, though.
I was there about every game day. I was.
I'd go in there, and they knew you by name.
That place was great.
I named my own sandwich over there at Myers' front porch. Corey Langford and Mary Schaefer Gores. That pitch is fouled off. That's located right at the entrance to Drakes Creek Park here, right there at the corner of Galton Road and is this Conway Twitty Lane? I'm not sure if that's what it's called or not. Or Johnny Cash Lane. I can't remember. It's one of those. 1-2 pitch to Gabe Wilkie. Struck out and walked. And swings and misses. He is down on strikes for the second time. That's a Corson strikeout, first of the game for Clater. So you graduated a couple of years ago. When did you graduate? 24?
Yes.
Okay. And you were teammates. That's how you met Drew Robertson, right?
Yes, sir. He was my roommate.
Okay. So you actually met here at Full Count, and then you recruited him to Catawba, right?
Actually, it's the opposite. He came to Catawba and recruited me here.
Oh, so that's right, because he played that first year.
Yes, sir.
He played in 21.
Yep.
And then both of you played in 22 and 23. So he did play here for 3 years. We've got Ryan Sweeney, who's in his third year with the Full Count Rhythm. I guess 3 years is just you and Harrison Travis also. 3 years. Travis was also a coach in one of those.
Mm-hmm. And Carlos Lara.
Okay, Carlos 2 years, and he was another Catawba teammate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have a significant other as well, don't you? You want to give her or him? I mean, her a shout out.
Yeah,
she's a she. I know she is.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Hannah.
Hannah.
Yes, sir.
From Savannah. No.
From Concord.
Concord. That's close enough.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Nothing to do with South Carolina.
No. But this is closer to South Carolina than I am. It's about an hour.
What is an hour closer?
Concord to South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Is your girlfriend graduated? She's still in high school? Tell me, give me the 411 there.
No, she is actually my fiance.
Oh, that's right. I think I did hear.
Yeah.
A fiance.
Yeah, and she graduated from Catawba too. Same year. She played soccer.
Oh, I heard some soccer stories. Full Count Ministries, full count to Tanner Wallace. Runners are off and the pitch is inside, and that's a RBI on the walk by Wallace, and the score is now 3-1. Did you do it the right way that time? Good job. Telling you, my wife, there's a little nuance with this score bug, and if with the bases loaded, you put a ball 4 on there, sometimes it puts a run up on the wrong team. Second walk of the inning. Bases are still loaded. Now the number 9 hole hitter Ryan Mesa's at the plate. He looks at a changeup in there for a called strike. So Levi and Hannah, y'all been dating for a while then. You graduated, did you tell me in 24?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Started dating about junior year and then, took off from there.
All right.
She was a lot better athlete than I was.
I was going to say, you guys got to the championship, the semifinals in D2 a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Lost to the same team that Catawba lost to this year.
Was it Tampa?
Yeah.
Okay. So I saw that Drew last time when we had him up here, he was looking at a Point Loma game, and Catawba squeaked that one out, right?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Right back up the middle. This is going to score another run. No, they got him.
Great play.
Right at the bag.
Wow.
That's Cason Hill, your second baseman, who makes the play right up the middle and throws it to first. McLeod with the long stretch. That's about as far a throw as a second baseman can make right there. Levi, you were a shortstop, though.
Yes,
You
sir.
didn't make that play up the middle going away from the base. You were
No.
going
Yes.
toward right field when you were making it, right?
Yes, sir.
And one of the probably the top two fielding shortstops for sure here at Full Count Rhythm. Ben Brooks for about half of the year. I think in our very first year, he was a really good fielding shortstop as well. But Levi, do you know what your final numbers were your last year at Full Count?
I do not.
Well, I happened to look at them because I had a little heads up that you were going to be here, and we were going to try to wrangle you up onto the broadcast. So let me rattle a few off. I did pull Drew's as well. You guys both had excellent years in 2023. That was a championship season for Full Count Rhythm, wasn't it?
Yep, back to back, 23 and 22.
Yep. 35-10 record that year. And 23, that was against
that was
up at Henderson, wasn't it? Yep. We won that one at Henderson. Levi Perrell hit 327, had 33 hits, 8 doubles. I would have bet you a dinner at a pretty nice restaurant that you actually hit a home run that year. But the stats said no.
Yeah.
And another nice meal I would have bet on was that Drew Robertson would have at least had one triple, or that you would have had one triple. Neither of you had a triple or a home run that year. You had 18 RBIs. Drew had 12. You were 14 for 14 in stolen bases. Robertson was 12 for 16. Drew did out-hit you. He led the team in hitting with a 359 average, 46 hits, and 12 doubles. But he wasn't playing the hardest position on the field besides catcher like you were at shortstop. Drew's playing, what did he play? He just played an outfield position, didn't he?
Yeah, he was out there picking flowers.
Yeah. Checking to see if he's got a cup on, all that stuff. Jay Fuller leading off. Speaking of center fielders, he had an infield single his first time up. So Levi Perrell is our alumni spotlight today as the Rhythm bat in the bottom of the fifth, trailing again by 2 runs. I think this is still Jaden Hensley on the mound. 0-2 pitch is wide of the mark. Levi, you had a grandma that would come to games. Is she still with us, or is she?
Yeah, she's still kicking.
Okay, what's her name? What'd you call her?
Mimi.
Mimi, there we go. Another famous Mimi. Is that ball's popped out the left field. Trent Prosperi makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, she's still kicking.
Where is she now?
She's in Winston-Salem, too. About 10 minutes away from my house.
Winston-Salem, where Wake Forest is located. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Had a niece that went to Wake Forest. She's now a lawyer. And what's even worse is she's married to a lawyer. That's bad news right there. So Gobby's checks in from time to time. I see her on the broadcast.
Yeah, she said she'd be bidding on some of them jerseys.
Is that right? I'm going to need to get through there. She didn't outbid me on that number 7. You wore what, number 2?
I was...
Or 22 or something like that.
I was 22 at college. And then I came here. I was 2 one year. And then I think I was number 1 then the following year.
Okay. Try to remember these numbers, but this is the 6th year, and trying to think, we've had well over 200 names now on the all-time rhythm list, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I'm sure it's pretty hard to keep up.
Yeah. So you're in for the weekend just for the fun of it, or was there some business to take care of?
No, I was just down here to see Drew and Caroline.
Okay. And did you bring Hannah along with you?
I did. She's sitting over there by the giant building that's new.
Oh, the dugout,
yeah,
batting cage locker room workout facility.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch. Chopper to shortstop Mesa Gloves and throws across the diamond to retired Jackson Zeller. Gobby, okay, she's bringing up.
Yeah.
What year was that? Your first year or second year that you were baptized?
Second year.
Second?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You and it was about 5 or 6 guys that were baptized that night, right?
Mm-hmm. In a trough at home plate.
Yeah. Had the old water trough out here.
It's like an ice bath.
It was cold. That's popped up by Chandler down the right field line, and Caleb Braden comes in to make the catch for a 1-2-3 inning for Jaden Hensley. Joel Chandler swung at the first pitch again. He had an RBI single in the third. He's now 1 for 3. And the Rhythm go quietly in the fifth. This alumni spotlight's not really helping out the hitters much, but that's okay. You know what? We'll score some runs, and then we'll have some Country Financial Zach Williams insurance runs later on. We had a 9 spot in last night's game in the 9th to win 16-3 over the Henderson Flash. Levi, what's your, besides being baptized on the field then, what's a couple of your favorite memories as a Rhythm player?
Oh, it's got to be the old walk it off 2022.
Harrison Travis right here against the DuBois County Bombers.
Yeah, that was by far number 1.
That's pretty crazy, wasn't it?
Me and Drew were actually talking about going back on YouTube and watching that at least the last 3 innings.
Well, it's on there. I probably have it on my phone, the walk-off call anyway.
Yeah.
Is this going to be Luke Vierkant, number 6? It is Luke Vierkant, a Trevecca Trojan, is Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. Luke Vierkant. I like to say Luke Viercan. It does sound pretty close to beer can.
It does.
Which is not good, but.
What would be your favorite moment so far?
You know, it's hard to top that one. That's a pretty good one. I don't know if I have another one. I'm kind of amazing. Another one that pops up. Would you have been here? I don't remember when the Olivia Pichardo hit the 3-run homer. The girl for DuBois County.
Maybe I was here.
Because that was not in the Prospect League. Well, it could have been.
Maybe I remember.
You know what? It
did play a girl, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, she did. It was ended up being an extra inning game because she hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 10th. And now I screwed up on the broadcast and kind of got criticized for it by the DuBois County Bomber broadcasters and fans and stuff like that. But anyway, it's a pretty memorable moment for sure. And I hated it for Jackson Marbot. Did you play with Marbot?
No, that was a different year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that was the in the Prospect League. DuBois County and Full Count went into the Prospect League together. So there's a good chance that was what it was. But that was a national story right there for Summer League baseball for sure. Luke Vierkant, that one's grounded down to Edward McLeod, and he has to use his fast feet there to beat Trent Prosperi to the bag. That was a hard smash down the first base line. Another 3 unassisted. Visiting with Levi Perrell, 2-year member of the Full Count Rhythm and 2-time champion. The ground ball sharply hit to right there to Levi Perrell. Not Levi Perrell. Joel Chandler, who he plays a really slick short as well.
That was a good play.
And he throws over to Edward McLeod. Quickly 2 out here in the top of the 6th. That was Jaden Hernandez, who's now 0 for 4. 3 runs, 4 hits for Madisonville. 1 run, 6 hits for Full Count. There is 1 error on the board for the Rhythm. Luke Vierkant in his 3rd appearance of the year. One inning each. He's given up 1 hit, struck out 3. He does have a win. I believe that was in the Caleb Pica start earlier this week. He's faced 7 batters and retired 6 previous to this. He's now giving him 8 retired. Fouled off the backstop.
So when did the new field get redone?
It's kind of been in stages. We had the tornado, I guess, that came through here a couple of years ago, knocked down dugouts again, popped up on the right side. This is playable. Let's see if Cason Hill is going to make the catch. He will for another 1-2-3 inning. Good job by Luke Vierkant to set down the first 3 in the order for Madisonville. We'll keep it here again. Visiting with Levi Perrell. The new turf came in as a result of that as well, and they decided we'll see if we can get some money from the county and built the big building down to the left. Of course, you didn't spend any time in the press box. We never could see the bullpen down the left field line, but we sure can see it now. And now we can't see even the left field line in fair territory. Couldn't see it before because of a tree that was in our way.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have I don't know how many square foot building that is, but it's a pretty big building down there. Jack Adler is the new pitcher. Jack from Rock Valley College, hometown Oconto Falls, Wisconsin, which I believe is outside of Milwaukee. I may have said Green Bay. Is it Green Bay or Milwaukee? That's one of those 2 big cities.
It ain't South Carolina.
It's not South Carolina. If I don't know where somebody's from, I just say they're from South Carolina. That'd be a nice. I mean, if you can't be from North Carolina, might as well be from South Carolina.
It's pretty hot down there. It might have Tennessee beat, honestly.
I've got a daughter that lives in Beaufort, South Carolina. She lives right there on the water, actually, or across the street from the water. I still have not been able to get down there to visit. She's got my 2 oldest granddaughters, Tenley and Bo. They're big soccer fans. So tell me again about Hannah. She was she an All-American soccer player?
I think 2-time scholar, All-American, freshman of the year.
Wow.
She got more awards than we can set up in our house.
Is that right? So tell me, when's the big day? You got a date?
Yep, April 14th.
April. Well, it's June, man.
17th. April 17th.
April's a long way away. You waiting to build up a nest egg, or what are we doing?
Yeah.
That just happens to be the.
It's tough to find dates.
Swing and a miss by Roland. Ava, he's 0 for 2, which means he's due. She knows. Ava's our scoreboard operator. She's got to look through that double-paned tinted glass. But she's young. She can see real good. Roland struck out in the first, flew out to right in the 3rd, batting for the 3rd time here in the 6th. It's time to rally, boys. That's drilled down the left field line. That's down. Roland rounding first. He's not stopping. He's going to ease on in a belly flop at second base with a dudette double. Second time the Rhythm have led off the inning with a dudette double. Roland from Mercer University, hometown Ackworth, Georgia. Gabe Jenkins steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2.
Is it still do that double play?
There you go. Do that double play. Do that double.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Our programs here are which still do not have, as far as I could tell, pictures of the broadcast staff. I I have absolutely been getting ripped off
I'm gonna have to send some
all
complaints in
these
there.
years. I mean, you'd think maybe I could give them $50. Hey, put my face in there. Well, you know, when you have a face for radio, they don't want to mess that up. So when you and your bride settle down, where will you settle down?
She's working out in Huntersville, and I'm in Salisbury, so it's like a 45-minute gap, so somewhere in between there.
All right, confab to be had at Pitcher's Mound here as Gabe Wilkie goes out to chat with Adler, the new pitcher. Hensley leaves after 5 innings, gives up 6 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Not sure, did he walk a batter? I got none walks. Struck out 3. These are unofficial. Official scoring is on Game Changer done by Randy Holder tonight. Ken Stegall has a pressing engagement, so he is not with us, our normal rhythm section. Was Tyler Cruz one of your teammates?
He was.
Okay. We talk about Tyler Cruz up here on the broadcast from time to time. That's another line drive, base hit. All about it, Gabe Jenkins. Is that going to score Roland? It is. Roland runs pretty big. And getting into second base, and again, Jenkins does it again. He got greedy again. He got a single and an RBI, but he's toasted cheese at second base. It's the second time he's been thrown out. Nick Krupp, the first base coach, what are you doing down there? Nick's saying, it's him, it's him. So the out recorded 7-4. That's the first out of the inning. So not another dude at double. But it is the second run of the game. Brought to you by Levi Perrell, number 2.
That's right.
Bryson Hamilton at the plate. He's in scoring position. And it's I'm going to play my triple card just because they're free. I'm just going to tell you triple because that's what he needs in the natural cycle. He has a single in the second, double in the fourth, and it's triple time. Bang one off that Chick-fil-A of Rivergate sign out there in right field and have it kicked way over to right field. Actually, it probably needs to go down the right field line hard over the first baseman, Gussie Maynard's head. We do play yard card here, Levi. You can call yard, but don't do it on Bryson Hamilton. He's just gone down swinging. That's 2 outs. First strikeout for Adler. Kason Hill's turned to the plate. Been on base both times. And it's been with fielder's choices.
Made a good play earlier.
Yeah, he did.
I throw a card on him. He's due.
You're going to throw a yard card just for the fun of it?
Since you brought it up, yeah, go ahead.
Let's see if Kason Hill has a home run this year. Not for the rhythm.
I didn't hit many home runs either.
Your entire,
according to my stats.
Well, what was your? How many home runs you hit in college? You know a number?
I want to say it was 9, maybe 10.
Okay. 4 years all at Catawba?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We call it Catawba because that's what the broadcaster for the Paducah Chiefs, Todd Hamilton, could not. He didn't ask anybody, and that's just what he came up with. Catawba. He was a veteran broadcaster, and I can talk about him, throw him under the bus all I want. He lives in Thailand now. I'm pretty confident he's not listening in to the Full Count Rhythm broadcast. But anyway, it's actually Catawba. Kason Hill played in 14 games for the Sanford Bulldogs this year. Did not hit a home run.
Well, he's going to turn that around right here.
Going to turn it around?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might have been a pitch to do it on. If he'd have stayed in there on it.
Maybe.
0 for 2 today. Let's see what. Playing in his 6th game, so he's played in every game. Started 5 of the 6. 4 hits, they're all singles.
Hey, that was a good piece.
He got out in front of that one. Drills it foul down the third base line. Madisonville Miners 0-7. Full count Rhythm 5-0. The Rhythm find themselves trailing here in the bottom of the sixth inning. 2-2 pitch. It is a base hit in the left field. Levi Perrell loses his yard card, but
Hey.
Kason Hill is on the base. He's now 1 for 3. You'll take it. If it's free, it's for me. Give me 3. All right, is this the same bat boy we had, Ava? You got the intel on that? Who's our bat boy? Who is it? Oh, it's Dawson. Dawson Sandell, the only child of Tanner and Kaylin Sandell. Edward McLeod, he's in scoring position. I'm going to go yard card right here for Edward. It was Edward. He needs his first one. 1 for 2 in this game. That makes him 4 for 13. What do you got average-wise there, Levi? You big math guy?
No.
Throw over to first.
4 for 13. Yeah, I have no idea.
4 for 12 is 333. So it's going to be better than that. 4 for 13? 307? It's worser than that. That's right. It's worser than 333. I was going the wrong way. Swing and a miss. And I'm an accountant. Numbers were my game, along with my wife. Who's got a yard card there? Oh, what's a yard card? Yard card is you're predicting a home run. Oh, instead, we get a hit by a pitch. I retain my yard card.
Yep, you get it back.
I get it back. First hit batter by Adler. I think that's the first plunking by a Rhythm player tonight.
I think that one hurt him.
Look at him. He's holding that left arm down, isn't he? He says, Mommy, Mommy. .6'3", 230. I mean, that must have. I wonder if that got him on a funny bone or something. I mean, he is dragging that thing.
That ball does hurt.
You got hit a few times?
Oh, yeah.
Coach Ryan Sweeney out to have a chat with our home plate umpire, Mark Messick, to give Edward McLeod a little time to recover. Katie McLeod's his mom.
That's what happens when you can't hit home runs. You got a crowd to plate.
Oh.
Try to get on base.
I'll tell you, Edward McLeod can hit home runs. He did not play for Sanford this year, though. 2 outs, 2 on. Cam Suggs, 0 for 2, which means he is due. Oh, Ava's already tired of this game. Come on, I need some enthusiasm. Golly, and now I need you to pick up my pencil. It's the second time I've done that. Hang on, wait for the pitch. Pitch in the left-handed batter's box for a called strike 1. Suggs grounded into a double play. Thank you, Abe. Grounded out to the pitcher. Looking for a knock. Suggs came in 4 for 11.
Oof.
Had a pitch to hit right there on a hanging breaking pitch. He also is 4 for 13. He has 1 double. Cam Suggs has 7 RBIs coming into today's action. He and Charlie Bozeman tied in that category. Of course, Bozeman got 5 of his yesterday. He hit 2 home runs in a game. Lined off the screen, heads up in the dugout for Madisonville. 1-2 count. Leaving Auburn University at Montgomery, heading to Volunteer State Community College. I'll be broadcasting his games. Not sure if I'll be broadcasting in the fall or not. They're going to tear down the press box. Build me a newer one over there. 1-2 from Adler. And a late swing by Suggs, and that will end the inning. 2 are left aboard. There were 3 hits in the inning to score 1 run, no errors. And we are 2/3 of the way through this game. Madisonville with a stranglehold on 3-2. We'll let Levi get back to the action. There's probably some barbecue or something down there. I know you stick around, you might get you a Meat Sweats barbecue sandwich. It won't be Myers front porch. I will ask you, what was your go-to? You went there for breakfast to Myers front porch, didn't you?
That and lunch
Did
right
you
before
do?
the game.
Okay. What was your go-to?
It's either the brisket biscuit for the morning
That's
or
right.
the brisket sandwich.
Okay, it was all about brisket for you, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay. I got I called it a rhythm Cubano. What do they call it there? It's just a Cubano or something. It's a Texas or a turkey on some ciabatta bread or something like that. I just make it a rhythm sandwich by putting avocado on it and making it just a whole wheat bread. And you can tell the way I look that I'm really watching my calories well. So, Levi, it's good seeing you, buddy.
Good seeing you. Thank you for having
me. Any last shout-outs you want to make before you go?
Shout out my family, coaches, Coach Gant from Catawba, and
the Catawba Indians. Are they still the Indians?
Yeah, but they got a new mascot, actually.
Okay.
I think it's like a river cat or something. Doesn't even make sense, but it is what it is.
Is that right? A river cat. Well, you can't have an Indian. Is this Veerkamp back out for his second inning and Wayne Seeley's checking his hands again? Wow, okay. All right, well, Levi, we'll let you go, buddies. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
And take care. Good luck in your upcoming nuptials.
Thank you.
That's Levi Perrell, former shortstop here at Full Count Rhythm. Catawba, God bless you, man. It's always good to see these former Rhythm players, and love having them up here on the Alumni Spotlight. Tonight's brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. You need some embroidering. I'll give you a number here in just a minute. Get ready to take it down. Or you can go on Facebook. She's on Facebook. It's Stitches by Cindy, and that's CYNDI. I believe that is still Luke Veerkamp out on the mound for Full Count. Facing Brock Maddox leading off here in the 7th. And he gets plunked. Veerkamp comes high and tight. That's his first plunking. Maddox been hit 3 times tonight. Whoops. By 3 different pitchers. Last inning for bids on the Missions jerseys. I don't know if anybody's outbid me on my number 7. Anybody going after number, what was it, 39 that so bunt is laid down. It will roll foul. It hugged the line there for a minute and a half. Caleb Braden trying to looked like a base hit on that, not a sack bunt, but he'd taken the sack. Mark Wilkins checking in from Jackson Lake, Georgia. No longer Monticello, I guess. They've moved to the lake. What number was Spencer Wilkins? Was he number 39 for the Full Count Rhythm? How many 39 jerseys do you have in the old closet there, Mark? Listening on Facebook. Lefty on lefty matchup. Pitch is down low. Hoptown Hoppers are taking a 9-8 lead over the Flash. As the Flash bat in the bottom of the 7th. Hopped up, but that will get out of play over toward the Merch Pavilion. AAA on a glass, foul ball. Bierkamp comes set and delivers. That's well struck out the right field. Nathan Rowland's just going to watch that one leave the yard. That's a 2-run home run for Braden. And that gives Madisonville now a 3-run lead. First run scored off of Bierkamp. He's out here for his 3rd outing of the year. A hit batter and a home run by Braden here in the bottom of the 7th. There's a Country Financial Zach Williams insurance runs, but for the wrong team. So ground ball to short. Chandler up with it and over to McLeod to retire Maynard.
Catcher number 15, Gabe Wilkie.
Gabe Wilkie comes to the plate. He's over 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Jack Smith went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1. Another first pitch swinging out to shallow right center field, and it drops. Not sure if Jay didn't see it. I don't even think did he get close to it, Randy? A bloop single by Wilkie, and he's now 1 for 3. I never saw it land. I just saw Jay Fuller give the indication that he didn't catch it. Tanner Wallace at the plate 0 for 2 with a walk. Walk was with the bases loaded. 1 out, 1 on, 2 in here in the top of the 7th. Bierkamp pitched a good passer. They have the runner down there off, and Jackson Zeller throws down to first base and picks off Gabe Wilkie. Nice job by Zeller paying attention. Wilkie thought that Wallace was going to get that bunt down. Jumped off the base a little bit, so now 2 outs. And nobody on. Bierkamp's 5'10", 165 pounds. You're pointing. You need to tell me something, or called strike on the outside corner. Sports management major at Trevecca Nazarene University, the son of Eric and Casey Bierkamp, brother to Levi and Eva. And that's a ball upstairs. What's the count here, Randy? Full count, Ministries, full count. Happer foul at the plate. Luke has a granny in Virginia and a nani in Hendersonville. Trying to get this last out of the 7th, and he's going to do it on a called strike 3, and that's a Corson Fire and Security strikeout to end the 7th. 2 runs and 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We are going to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time. Time to get in rhythm with Johnny Cash. We'll be right back.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Getting in rhythm here with Johnny Cash. We do it a little different here. Done it the same way every year, but we do it different. We don't play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We play Get Rhythm. Never heard this song till we started playing it. I've fallen in love with it now. Jay Fuller needs to be a leadoff man right here. He's 1 for 2. Rhythm down by 3 runs. So the first pitch from Jack Adler for a ball. All right, Suze, what's talking to my wife, my director here, what's a common saying right now when you're down by 3 out there at the old ball yard with maybe some 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds? How about? Anyway, anyhow, let's get on base. Get on base. Anyway, anyhow. Missions night here on a Saturday night. A crew left today, including Jonah Smithson, one of the coaches for Full Count, former player, and he might put the uniform on to pitch a little bit later on as Fuller draws a 4-pitch walk. Anyway, anyhow, got a boy. That is the first walk by Adler. And now, Barrett Brown getting an at-bat. Let's see. I'm not sure if he's just now getting into the game or not. Is it? So he's been behind the plate? Then it. Okay, so that's his ground out to short. Well, I wonder if they're changing pitchers, thinking that he's a left-handed batter. The fun part of this is he's a switch hitter. Barrett Brown came in earlier. I didn't realize. I wonder if he came in the 3rd inning. Let's see if. I'll try to text Josh Carmen and find out for sure when he came in. Let's go to the. Have we played the Hendersonville Firefighters Association yet? Let's play that one. Hendersonville, the bullpen one.
At the Hendersonville Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 3460, we believe our mission goes beyond the firehouse. It's about serving people, strengthening our community, and sharing hope. That's why we're proud to support Full Count Ministries and their dedication to developing athletes, building character, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. Whether on the field or in the community, we stand united in sharing the good news and making a lasting impact. Hendersonville Firefighters Association, Local 3460, proudly supporting Full Count Ministries. Go Rhythm!
This is Reese Snapper. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
New pitcher on for Madisonville Miners, Zeke House from Indiana University Southeast, left-hander out of Louisville, Kentucky. He's going to turn Barrett Brown around, who is a switch hitter. So Adler goes 1+ innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, and walked 1 batter, plunked a batter, and struck out 2. And he faced 7. Barrett Brown apparently grounded out to short in that bottom of the 5th. He came in, and Josh tells me that he came in to play catcher in the top of the 5th. That's what happened. So hard to see that when he's got the uniform on. Number 30 and number 31. Jackson Zeller 30. Barrett Brown gets his first base hit in the Rhythm uniform on the first pitch he sees from Zeke House. Atta boy, Barrett. Incoming freshman to Bellarmine University up in Louisville. So both of them have something to do with Louisville. Get an update from Mississippi. Huge win tonight for the 8U original sports team down there. Reese Snapka gets a big win in their state tournament they're playing in. They're playing in Tupelo, Mississippi. Reese had a double and a single, and the whole team was on fire. I didn't get a score from my daughter, Cassidy, down in Tupelo, but they play tomorrow as that breaking pitch gets in there for a called strike. The big news is Chandler hasn't swung yet, has he? Did he swing at that first pitch? He took it. He's normally swinging at that first pitch. He's down in the count 0-2. One of the top hitters so far for Rhythm. And that's a chopper that will go foul. Well, Rhythm now with 10 hits. Going to have to start putting them together here. Have had a 2-runner, same guy thrown out twice at second base. That hasn't helped. And a runner thrown out at third. That's lined out to right field. Braden comes on to make the catch. Runners have to stay put. Soft little liner out to right field. Chandler's now 1 for 4. I still got a yard card. Roland doubled down the left field line. He hit the first home run against Madisonville at Madisonville. I'm going to go yard card right here. Randy, they're free. You just have to say it before the guy does it. And it's not going to be a yard card here, but it's deep to center field. Back goes Tanner Wallace, and he makes the catch. Racing to third base is Jay Fuller, and runners are going to be at the corners, but there'll be 2 outs. Wah, 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 wah. Tim Reese loses his yard card. Brown is at first, and Fuller at third. Gabe Jenkins 2 for 3. And I look down at first base. Nick Krupp has his lasso down there with him. And if Jenkins gets another hit into the outfield, I think Nick Krupp's going to lasso him, keep him at first base. He is not allowed to go for 2. Going to have to hit it out of the ballpark to reach second base on the clean hit. There's that guy juggling out there on the mound. What's going on with Zeke House? He's just flipped that ball up 3 times right before he gets on the rubber. Let's see if he does it again. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. It's a first. That big breaking pitch catches that outside corner. 5 runs, 6 hits for Madisonville. 2 runs, 10 hits for Full Count. Slow roller to third base. Going to be a tough play. Maddox throws, and he's not going to get him. Gabe Jenkins just beat that ball in the artificial turf and a single. That's his third hit in the infield variety. Give him an RBI as Jay Fuller comes in to score. 2 outs, runners at first and second now. Jenkins 3 for 4. Bryson Hamilton is next. He's got a couple of hits and 3 at-bats. See if he can match the 3 hits. House delivers a sweeping breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Full Count was tied 3-3 with Henderson midway through the game last night. Big swing and a miss there. Tied 3-3 going into the top of the 7th. Full Count scored 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, and put a big 9 spot on the board in the 9th to run away with that one 16-3, stay undefeated. Full Count's going to have to come from behind here in this game to keep their record unblemished. And that's a big swing and a miss. Hamilton down on strikes. Big out to end the 7th. First strikeout for Zeke House. 1 run, 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. We're heading to the top of the 8th. 2 innings to go for Full Count. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese, Susan Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network. 9-1-2 will come to the plate here in the top of the 8th inning, facing Luke Vierkant back for his 3rd inning of work. Count be right back here tomorrow to take on the Fulton Railroaders.
Leading it off, the shortstop, number 7, Ryan Mesa.
Gabby Perrell still listening in. If my bids still stand, Levi will be paying and picking it up. Big money right there. Treva Miller, she probably got number 27. That's big Trent Miller's number. Trent Miller out looking for his next opportunity at 4-year school. Vierkant delivers to Mesa, squaring around the bunt. Bill and Treva Miller, they're up in Greenbrier. Another square around. Mesa takes a called strike. He's 0 for 3. Saw a post by Ron Wilson early. I bet he's still listening in. I don't think it's Ron's bedtime just yet. Just past 9:15 Central. He was late to the game when we were playing up at Madisonville, but he got there probably the first or second. Did he say 2 balls and 2 strikes? He held his fingers up. Not sure what it was, but we struggle bussing with this guy behind the plate tonight, I think. Strike called. Must have been a 3-1 because we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Well, the Full Count Ministries verse or verses of the game as provided by Josh Carmen. Swing and a miss, and of course, a fire and security strikeout to begin the 8th. All right, can we zoom that? There we go. I think we've got the winners. Chris, I'm going to text you. Did she send it to you too? Okay, good. I didn't realize. You got the same text. The winners. Well, somebody named Reese got number 2. Oh, T. Reese got number 7. His time's called. We got Wayne Seeley and the third base coach, Stephen McNett, having a conversation about something. Wayne Seeley, the umpire, Stephen McNett, the head coach. Not sure what is happening, but Barrett Brown will now go out to talk to Luke Vierkant, former White House Blue Devil and a former Good Pasture Cougar there. Chandler Phelps got number 4. I assume that's Chandler Phelps. Wow. The Suggs came up large for number 5. They just bought every jersey. Still having a conversation down there. Third base 0-2 count, probably because of he didn't get in the box quick enough. That's what that conversation was about. The keeper of the clock is the third base umpire, and that's Wayne Seeley. So apparently Prosperi did not get in and make eye contact with Vierkant within the appropriate time. Foul ball in the right field line. AAA autoglass foul ball. That's correct. Yeah, yep. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. We've hit a big lull right here in the top of the 8th. Full Count wants to get 3 outs and get in and get some runs. Vierkant delivers a slow breaking pitch that sails right across the plate for another Corson strikeout. This one backward K in the books. Trent Prosperi now 1 for 5. That's the 3rd straight strikeout for Vierkant. Not really a strikeout pitcher. Wilson Reese got number 10. Wonder if he was the Reese that got number 2 as well. Hunley's got number 11. They got Chandler on here. Oh, Chandler's going to be, there we go. That's what's throwing me off. That's the Joel Chandler family. That's why it says Phelps down here. It is better to have last names. Gobby got number 1. Gobby, you got number 1. Levi said that was his number as last year, I guess. Started out number 2. We don't have anybody on the roster wearing number 1 this year. So these Mission jerseys being auctioned off for donations. 3-0 pitch in there for a called strike to Jaden Hernandez, who taps his hat or his helmet. I'm not sure if that's kind of a joke or helmet was getting loose on his head, but the major leagues, that's I want to check. Driven out to deep center field right there. Jay Fuller going back. He is under it and makes the catch for the final out of the 8th inning. A 1-2-3 eighth for Luke Vierkant. And it's time to get some runs. Let's we'll go ahead and keep it right here. I'll finish the winners. Those of you out there that are wondering. So again, I'll start at the top. Gabi Perel got number 1. Last name of Reese. I don't know which Reese that might be. Got number 2. Chandler's got number 4. Suggs got number 5. Vierkant's number 6. Tim Reese got number 7. Wilson Reese got number 10. The Hunley's got 11. Chandler Phelps got number 13. The McLeod's got 14. J.C. Myers family picked up number 16. The Harrells picked up number 18. Number 19, Laney. Not sure if that's a last name or not. The Dugans, I believe, is how you say that last name, is 20. The Dorns, why are they going after number 21? Who's Dorn? Who's 21? They going after Jay Fuller's? He just likes that number. You're close with who? The Horns get number 21, and the Gabi got number 22. That's Levi's number from college. The Hills, the Kaysen Hills, got number 23. Number 25. Who does that go to? Kaysen Hill leading off the top of the, or bottom of the 8th. Not sure what that says. That says Chubb or number 25. Cowan's pick up number 26 as Hill swings through the first offering from the left-hander Zeke House. Another slow breaking pitch. That sails across for a called strike. Jack Cowan, who's not even here yet, they bid on number 26. That's why that name doesn't look familiar just yet. Heading to Belmont University. The Millers, Bill and Treva Miller got number 27. The Grants got number 28. That's Jackson Grant's number. Nobody must have bid on number 29, and Kaysen Hill's going to go have a seat. He thought that was a little bit too high, but it's backward K in the book, he tried to say. Second strikeout for House. Ava, you didn't tell me to drink water. Trying to deal with his dry throat after this cold I still have. Edward McLeod with a big cut comes up empty. He's 1 for 2. Got a hit and been hit. That's drilled out to right center field. Back is Braden, and he makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. The Zellers picked up number 30. Jaggers, as he wants to do on a regular basis, he takes number 34. That's his college number. Number 36 goes to the Hunleys. 37 goes to Missy. 47 goes to Dorn, and number 50 goes to Lanier. You are the winners of the bids of the Mission jerseys, 1 through number 50. Cam Suggs at the plate. He's going to be wearing that number 5 to the house in Greenbrier. He's 0 for 3. He is double due. Foul tip at the plate. Cam's cousin, Revin Suggs, is at Volunteer State. Cam will join him this fall. Breaking pitch right over the plate for a called strike. Suggs takes the pitch. Don't take it on this pitch. Cam and Jessica, his parents. Maggie and Molly, his sisters. Granddaddy and Mama in Greenbrier. He's got a G in Paducah and a Glamaw in Clarksville. This is the 1-2 pitch, sail high. Davidson Academy Bear. 10 games this past year for AUM. Double and a home run. Don't need the home run right here, but it's lifted high out to deep center field. Back, and you can put it on the board. Yes! Cam Suggs with a solo home run here in the bottom of the 8th. If only somebody had a yard card. Little Hawk Harrelson call right there. Cam Suggs' first home run of the year, and it almost left right out the front door. That was just to the left, I think, of the batter's eye out there. 370 to dead center. Cam Suggs gets the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate solo home run. Jay Fuller at the plate. 1 for 2. And it's 5-4. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Rhythm not going away quietly here in the 8th inning. Another one on the outside corner. He's down in the count 0-2. Fuller has scored 2 of the 4 runs in today's game. We'll have the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game as well at the end. It's not going to be Charlie Bozeman. He's not in the game. But he's been the player of the game the last 2 games. Had 2 home runs yesterday, 5 RBIs. He and Rylan Moses, who's also not in the game tonight, were our co-players of the game. Charlie Bozeman with his walk-off sac fly the night before that was the player of the game in the 2-1 victory against somebody. Who was that, the Hoppers? Nope, the Paducah Chiefs. 6 teams in the league, they all run together to me. Jay Fuller swings and misses. And he's down on strikes. Solo home run, gets full count within 1. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We are headed to the 9th. Full count needs a 0 on the board. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This is Eli Reese. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
Well, my buddy Jim Gibbs came up into the press box. I'm telling you, I knew I heard a door open. He came in, he took a picture of me and didn't say hello. Wow, number 34 for Vanderbilt. Jim Gibbs, big right-hander out of Akron, Ohio. Man, I can't believe that. We were in the middle of our, that wasn't the, what I thought I heard. He came up, took a picture, and Levi Perel was there. He's sneaky, that guy. All right, I got another. Checking my text. Let's see if we've got anybody who's emailed in. Jay Myers. He gets on that chat GTO and sent some information. Who we got out here? I didn't hear you. 26. So apparently Jack made it. Jack Cowan, number 26. Left-hander out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Went to Bowling Green High School. Didn't hear that he was here yet, but unless somebody else wearing that number 26 out there. Luke Vierkamp goes 3 innings. The Hendersonville Firefighters Association called to the bullpen. 3, 4, and 5 due up to face Jack Cowan, his first action in a rhythm uniform. Delivers fastball at the knees for a called strike. I have limited information from Mr. Cowan. He's 5'9", 190 pounds. Bowling Green Purples, I think, is their nickname at the Bowling Green High School. His dad's name is John. I don't have his mom's name, and he's staying in the host home of Eric and Casey Vierkamp. So I'll have to get grandparents' information and mom's name and siblings. I'll probably get that tomorrow before the game before Fulton. Casey Lowe 0 for 4 tonight. Sees the 0-2 pitch land right by his face. Still got 60 plus of you watching on YouTube. See how many still checking out on Facebook. 15. Time is called from somewhere. That's Wayne Seeley, the third base umpire, I believe. What is he showing? Can you see it? 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a time violation on Jack Cowan. That was stepped on fastball right there, and his first batter he faces is a Corson fire and security backward K. His first strikeout. I'm telling you, that ball looked like it was 102 miles an hour, didn't it? That's what I'm talking about. Get you a flamethrower over there, Coach Jarvis. My wife and I attended Belmont back a few years ago. So far along that it was Belmont College back then. My wife was 2. Got her accounting degree. I got my accounting degree before she did, though. It was harder when she went through. Actually, we think we probably had maybe some of the same classes, but didn't know each other in college. She thought the baseball players were a bunch of ruffians that sat in the back of classes. She wasn't all about that. Leaning against the back wall. 1-1 pitch. Hit high in the air out the left field. Gabe Jenkins coming on and makes a running catch. Loses his lid. Good thing his head wasn't in it. That's out number 2. Brock Maddox retired for the first time tonight. Hit by a pitch in the first, doubled in the third, hit by a pitch in the 5th and the 7th. It wasn't the same pitch. 2 different pitchers. 3 different pitchers hit him. It takes Jack Cowan out of Bowling Green High School to retire Brock Maddox. Now Caleb Braden, the right fielder, who right now has the GW RBI, hit a 2-run bomb, squaring around the bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch called a strike. Hit a 2-run home run in the 7th. Pitcher of record right now still J.C. Myers for Full Count. Jaden Hensley for Madisonville. Swing and a miss. Telling you, Cowan is dialing it up. Throws the slider blocked by Barrett Brown behind the plate, who came on as a replacement for Jackson Zeller in the top of the fifth. Gabe Jenkins, Jay Fuller, Nathan Rowland still in the outfield, I presume. It's the 1-2 pitch coming. Outside, just a hair. Left to right on the infield, Cam Suggs, Joel Chandler, Kaysen Hill, Edward McLeod hiding behind the pole from our vantage point here in the press box. Barrett Brown behind the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup, 2 balls, 2 strike pitch. It's down. We'll have a full count, Ministries full count. Todd Burks. I wonder if Todd Burks got his bid in on number 44 in time. If not, I don't think anybody else bid on it. They may give you one. That ends up, instead of ball 4, it's a hit by pitch. And that's going to be the 6th hit batter of the night by Rhythm pitching. Second time that Braden's been hit.
Gussie Maynard.
And the first baseman, Gussie Maynard's going to come to the plate with 2 out and 1 on. Another lefty on lefty matchup. Cowan pours in a strike on the outside corner. See if I can look at that list to see if anybody picked up number 44. They did not. Swing and a miss on a ball in the turf. That's strike 2. It is an artificial infield surface and a grass outfield surface here in a city park in Hendersonville. Call it DC3, Drake's Creek number 3, where the local high school plays. A check swing. They're going to check to see that they're going to check out to Brother Seeley in the middle of the field, and he says no, he didn't go. So Maynard gets another pitch. Just saw that picture just a little bit ago that my buddy took from behind. It's not flattering. There's a swing and a miss. And a Corson fire and security strikeout to end the inning. And it is time to put the hammer down for the Rhythm. Trying to keep their winning streak alive. 5-4. We need 1 to tie, 2 to win. We'll be right back on the Full Count Sports Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Zeke House out to try to close it down for Madisonville, and he'll face 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Full Count in danger of losing their first game. Madisonville looking for their first win of the year. Barrett Brown to lead off. He had a single in his last at bat. Drove in a run, drove in Jay Fuller. I got to figure out how Jay Fuller got to second base that inning. Turn our crowd mic up. First pitch in there for a called strike. Sharply hit ground ball to Mesa. He throws it in the turf, but it's picked up easily by Maynard. Top of the lineup. Joel Chandler 1 for 4. Chops one to the left side. Third baseman gloves and throws. And quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Now Nathan Rowland will come to the plate. It's time for the yard card, isn't it? Nathan Rowland steps to the plate as the last hope for the full count rhythm. Right now, the leader in the clubhouse for Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. Gabe Jenkins with 3 hits. Rowland could advance up to the top of that list with a big extra base hit right here and get himself in scoring position for Bryson Hamilton, who's on deck. Hamilton's got a couple of hits and 4 at-bats as well, so set the stage for a walk-off for Hamilton, but the Rhythm need to put a runner on, and 2 balls, no strikes. Rowland checked his swing, but the pitch called a strike. Drilled a double down the left field line in the 6th inning. 2-1. I thought the umpire called it on the swing. I mean, on not on the swing, on the. Yeah, he's putting, I can't read what he's putting up when he puts something up. So it's, I don't know what it is. He put his fingers up. It's ball 4. So you get your yard card. Yeah, there's no reason to be saving yard cards. Suze, play the yard card game. The yard card game is you predict the home run, like before he comes to the plate. Gabe Jenkins coming to the plate now. Yard card. She pulls a yard card. Nope, Gabe Jenkins not coming to the plate. This is going to be Charlie Bozeman. Charlie Bozeman going to step in for Gabe Jenkins. 20. He hit two last night, so I guess Charlie going to try to be the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game 3 nights in a row. So Gabe Jenkins finishes 3 for 4 on the night. Still can be the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. They are our title sponsor. He takes a hack at the first pitch, gets jammed. Meat Sweat showing up. Who is that? Who is it? Kennedy? Kennedy Carmen, one of the Carmen children's. Is it just her or does she have a helper? Oh, is that right? Oh, 1 pitch misses outside. Zeke House with, looks like they're somebody down in the Madisonville bullpen, but he is the winning run at the plate. We need a run. Probably not going to be any Zach Williams insurance runs. Can't get any insurance runs in the bottom of the ninth. Sorry, Zach. Country Financial, Zach Williams. Insurance located here in Hendersonville. He hit that one out of here, but it is foul, a AAA autoglass foul ball over toward field number 2. Chucky B, as Jay Myers calls him. Two balls, two strikes. Runner takes off, and the ball gets by the catcher, but that'll be a stolen base for Rowland, and he's now in scoring position in a full count Ministries full count. So second steal of the night, and that's a century steal of second. Thanks to my buddy Keith Hopper and his boys, Claude and Cadiddle. Full page ad in the program this year. Keith's my buddy Crybaby Buggy pusher at Long Hollow. 3-2 is swung on and missed. And Madisonville gets their first win of the year. And they move to 1-7. And the Rhythm take their first loss of the game or of the year and fall to 5-1. Jaden Hensley gets the win, and the losing pitcher J.C. Myers. I guess I jinxed him when I said he hadn't lost this year. 6-0 at Columbia State. He falls to 0-2. Give the save to Zeke House. I don't know their stats. We did not get attendance tonight. Normally, Brooke will text it to us. And the winning pitcher, Jaden Hensley. Rhythm fall 5-4. 5 runs. Was it 6 hits? Is that all they had was 6 hits? They did get hit 6 times, though, too. So that's not nothing. And we're going to gather together here for prayer in the middle of the field. That's the first time that's happened this year, and it's great to see that. Teams gathering at home plate. Josh Carmen is leading. So good to see that. Let's get to while they're doing that, we'll get to our full count Ministries verses of the game. And Josh Carmen told me his go-to is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 through 18, which actually has 2 of the shortest verses in the Bible, right along with Jesus wept. You have 1 Thessalonians 5:17 that says, rejoice always. Verse 16 says, rejoice always. 17 says, pray continually. 18 is a much longer verse because it says, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. The full count Ministries verses of the game. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. And our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game, Gabe Jenkins, who goes 3 for 4, 3 singles in the game. And the game that saw 12 hits for the Rhythm. They left 8 runners on base, but had runners thrown out at bases 3 different occasions. So things might have gone differently if we don't run into outs there. But hey, we'll be back again tomorrow to take on the Fulton Railroaders. Let's see what the Railroaders did tonight. As Director of Ministry, John Smithson, bringing some waters up to the press box. Appreciate John thinking about us. The Railroaders fell to the Paducah Chiefs 6-5. And that was at Fulton tonight. So Fulton back on the road tomorrow to come to Hendersonville, Tennessee. Well, that'll do it as we have the prayer still continuing here. We'll keep it here just briefly. Apologize for broadcaster errors tonight. I was thrown off due to some technical issues that I was running into. Appreciate all of you who've chimed in on Facebook and for all the money raised on our missions night tonight for the auctioning of the missions jerseys. So get with Brooke Carmen if you're not sure what you need to do regarding money-wise. Brooke Carmen, and give you her email address. It is, I believe it's B. Carmen at Full Count Ministries. It is B. Carmen, C-A-R-M-A-N, at fullcountministries.com if you're not sure what to do, or you can just send in a Facebook post to where you were, where the auction occurred. Trying to think of the word. And Brooke will answer you, or Caroline Robertson will. So for General Manager and Head Coach Josh Carmen, and for my lovely wife, Susan Reese, the director of tonight's broadcast, this is Tim Reese saying God bless you. Thank you for watching another edition of Full Count Rhythm Baseball right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm Baseball game presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We'll see you next time right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.